Okay guys, so this is our next lesson on a new transformation called reflections. So a reflection is when you flip a shape from one side of the line of reflection to the other. So if you look at the picture on the notes, we are reflecting over the y-axis. And that means that the shape, the pre-image is on the left because it's ABC, point ABC. And they are reflecting to the right side, A prime, B prime, C prime. So it means if you fold the paper at the red line, the line of reflection, they should match up. So a reflection is when you flip over a line called the line of reflection. Each point and its image. Okay, what do they mean by each point? They're talking about ABC. And its image, the copy, are the same distance. So that's what we want to write. They are the same distance. Same distance from the line of reflection. So C is 1 away. C prime is 1 away back to the line. A is 4. A prime is 4 back to the line. B is 3 and B prime is also 3 back to the red line, right? The line of reflection, which is the y-axis in this example. A reflection is also an example of a rigid transformation. Rigid means that the shape stays the same shape and size. There's also non-rigid where they change size. Okay, common lines of reflection are the x-axis. So we're going to flip it over the x-axis or the y-axis. Vertical or horizontal lines in the form, so equations. If you want to make a vertical line or a horizontal line, that's an equation. So if you want to make a vertical line, let's go to Desmos. If I want to make a vertical line that goes up and down, you would actually have to write x equals and the number that you want. So the y-axis is x equals 0. Let's number it by 1 and let's put the step at 1. And if you want to move it to the number -5 or -7, then you change the number x equals. Okay, so if you want to make a vertical line, it has to say x equals. And if I want to make a horizontal line, I'd start it with y equals, and then it would change. So then you can put it at whatever number you want. So again, vertical is x equals. So these, you would write x equals the number you want, and if it's horizontal, you write y equals the number that you want. The last one we won't fill out because that's tomorrow diagonals. All right, so for the directions, you are graphing and labeling each figure in its image. So that means 2 triangles, the original and the new one, and reflecting it over the line given and then writing the new coordinates. So make sure you do all parts of the direction. I did help you by drawing the shape at the beginning, the first one, but I didn't label it. So -4, 2, A, so let's put A, B is 4, 7, and C. And we are reflecting it over the x-axis. So if you do have a new marker, it helps. This is the x-axis. So the way we're going to do it, we're just going to count. How far is A to the line? 2. So now count 2 below, and then A prime would be there. How far is B to the line? 7. So now count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is B prime. And then C is 1, so 1 under. And now you want to connect it. And that is your new triangle. You want to write the coordinates. So A is -4, -2. C is 5, -1. And B is 4, -7. What you should notice is if you reflect it over the x-axis, the x is going to stay the same. It's -4 still. It's 4 and it's 5, just like it was in points A, B, C. So our A prime, B prime, C prime. Now for the y's are going to stay the same too, but the opposite sign. It was +2 and now went to -2. It was +7, -7, and +1, -1. But the only reason it does that is because the x-axis is at the number 0. Okay, that is the only reason. If this red line, if I move this red line like higher or lower, then the y value is not going to stay the same number anymore. But because right now it's at level 0 on the x-axis, then yeah, it is the same number, just the opposite sign. But the x will always stay the same. So if you flip it over the x-axis, the x is going to stay the same. Okay? And if I move this line up, the x is still going to stay the same. If I move it down, the x will still stay the same. The only one that doesn't stay the same is the y. The y would change to a new number altogether. So that's how you do them. For the second one, on the y-axis, you are flipping it over the y-axis, reflecting it over the y-axis, and because it is the y-axis, the y values will stay the same. The y will stay the same. Okay, the y is going to stay the same. So it's still going to be 2, 5, 3, and 0. Now the x, so the y is going to stay the same. And even if you move this red line to the left or the right, the line of reflection, the y will still stay the same because it looks like a y-axis. But the x will change to a new number. Right now, because we're at 0, then these numbers will just go to -1, -2, -8, and -7. But when you move the red line, they won't. They'll change to a new number. Okay, they'll change to a new value because you're not at 0 anymore. So make sure you label it and you reflect it, and that's how you're doing it. A lot of kids did ask me about this one. This one, you're reflecting it over the y, so that'd be here. And when they did that, you should notice how this one is 2 away, so it'll be here. And then this point is going to be in the same spot. Okay, it is in the same spot like that. So I did half of it, and then you just got to finish it like this, kind of. That's just a sketch, though. Yes, H is going to be in the same spot. So this is H on this side, and then H prime is the same one. It's the same point because they're touching the line of reflection. I'll do one from the back. So for the back, it's no longer the x-axis or y-axis. Now they have a different line of reflection, but it does look like an x or y. So we're going to do 8 like we did in class. So here, mark your points, M, N, and P. And now let's connect our triangle. And we are reflecting it over the line y equals -5. So what does that line look like? Is it horizontal or vertical? If we look back at our notes, if it is y equals, it's horizontal. And again, you can go to Desmos just to check. But yeah, if it's y equals -5, then it should be a horizontal line, like at -5 right there. So it's a flat line. So we're going to draw a horizontal line at -5 right here. So I'm going to write the equation y equals -5. And does this line of reflection look, okay, does it look like an x-axis or does it look like a y-axis? It looks like an x-axis, right? Because if I move this one higher, it's on the x-axis, but it got brought down to the number -5. So because it looks like an x-axis, it's going to behave like an x-axis. So the x's will all stay the same, even though it is lower. So you guys should notice on your answers that it's still -6, -1, -2. Now on the y values, are they going to turn the opposite number? No, not anymore. If we were at 0, yes, they would turn into the opposite number, +8, 6, and +8. But because we are brought down at -5, no, they're going to be a totally different number. So you have to count. 1, up 1, n prime. 3, above 3, p prime. 3 below, so right here it's 3 down, so now go 3 above, m prime. And now connect your points. And that is your new shape, right? And then now you can draw your coordinates. So -6, -2 for m prime. P is -2, -2 for p prime. And n prime is -1, -4. And again, you should notice how, hey, did the x's stay the same? Yeah, it's -6, -2, and -1. But the y's are a totally different number because we are not on the middle at 0. Now we're below 5. So it did change to a new number. And for the last two problems, you guys are drawing, follow the directions, draw it, and identify the line of reflection. So I'll do 14. You have to draw the line. So where is it reflecting? Where would you fold it? If I look at R, see how they're so close together? It should be in the middle. So it's right there. And if you check Q, it should be in the middle. So if you go 1, 2, 3, you should go 1, 2, 3 to get back to the middle. Right? It should be in the middle. So that's how you can find it. So it's going to be right here. That's my line of reflection. And then, so where is it? So the direction said draw it. We drew it. Now identify. That means write me the equation. Like, what is it called? This is the y-axis where you see the thick arrows. So on this side is all positive numbers. Backwards is negative numbers. And that's going to be, so right here is -1, -2. We're at -3. So the number is -3. But is it x equals -3 or y equals -3? And it would be x equals -3. Remember, back to our notes, if you want a vertical line, it has to be x equals -3. And you can go back on Desmos and check that. So then you can type x equals -3 and see if it draws a vertical line. And it does. It draws that vertical line at x equals 3. So there you go. That's your notes. You got to finish all the problems I didn't do and then turn it in.